Hello everyone, in this video we will learn about natural indicator. So in the previous class we learned about the litmus which is obtained from the lichens and which is used as an indicator to detect the solution whether it is acidic or basic. Similarly we can use a turmeric as a natural indicator. So for that first of all we have to take some turmeric and in this we have to add little amount of water and after that we have to make a paste. And when we are dipping the paper strip in this paste, it turns yellow, and whenever this yellow strip will be placed inside the basic solution, it will change its color to red. So what you have to do, whenever we have to detect the solution is acidic or basic, in that case we have to take two solutions. That means in two test tube we have to take the solution, and after that we have to place a small amount of either turmeric or a paper which is dipped in turmeric. So whenever the paper which is dipped in turmeric or the turmeric is directly put inside the basic solution, only then it will turn red. If it is acidic solution, then there will be no change. So in that case, we can detect that a particular substance or particular solution is acidic or basic, because we know that turmeric changes its color only in the basic solution, not in acidic. Another type of natural indicator that we can use is the China rose. So for making the indicator from the China rose, what we have to do, first of all, we have to take the petals of China rose in a beaker or in any vessel, and we have to add small amount of warm water in it. And whenever the water turns colored, that means whenever the color from the petal it will come out in the water, at then we have to take this water, and whenever we are applying this water in acidic or basic solution, then it will act as a indicator. Now how? So first of all, if we are putting the China rose in, or China rose petals, or the water that we extract from the China rose in the acidic solution, in that case it will turn dark pink, that we also call the magnetia. And if we are putting the same solution in the basic, in that case it will turn green. So what we have to do, first of all, we have to take the China rose, we have to remove the petals, we have to take in a vessel, and then we have to put some warm water, and when the water get colored, then this solution we have to take for as a indicator. And whenever we are applying this indicator on acidic solution, it will give us the color of dark pink, that we call the magnetia. And if we are putting the same solution in the basic, then it will turns into green. So by using these type of indicator, we can easily detect that which one is acidic and which one is basic. Now we have to learn about the acid rain. So do you know what is acid rain? So have you heard about whenever the acid is dissolved in rain or it is come along with rain, in that case we can say it is a acid rain. But from where this acid is come in the atmosphere? So whenever the carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide, which is released into the air by the pollution, that means whatever the pollution is created by the vehicles or different type of industries, in that case lots of sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide and carbon dioxide, it is released in the atmosphere. And whenever these type of oxides are mixed with mixed with rainwater, in that case it will produce the carbonic acid, sulfuric acid and nitric acid respectively. So whenever these oxide will mix with water, it will produce acid, and when this acid is come along with rain, in that case we can say it is a acid rain. And this acid rain is damaging to the buildings, historical monuments, plants and animals. So it is very harmful. So that is why to stop this acid rain, we have to stop the pollution. Without stopping the pollution, we can't control the acid rain. Now, what is neutralization reaction or neutralization? So, the reaction between the acid and base is known as the neutralization. That means whenever we are mixing the acid and base, and whenever these reaction take place, and that case we can say it is a neutralization reaction. And whenever the neutralization reaction occur, at that time salt and water is produced. And in this process there is a evolution of heat. That means heat will also evolve. So in this reaction, what is happen? We are mixing acid and base, and whenever the neutralization reaction occur, at that time salt and water produce, and it will also evolve heat. Now to demonstrate the neutralization reaction, first of all we have to take a test tube. In this test tube we have to take small amount of hydrochloric acid or dilute hydrochloric acid, approximately one fourth of the test tube. That means one fourth of the test tube you have to fill with hydrochloric acid, dilute hydrochloric acid, and then we have to add 2 to 3 drops of indicator, that is phenolphthalein. You have to learn about this. So this is the indicator phenolphthalein. So this indicator you have to add in acid, and after that what you have to do, you have to pour small amount of base in this. And as you are pouring the base inside it, whenever the neutralization reaction occurs, salt and water will form, and after that it will also produce the heat. So you can easily check by touching the test tube. So when you are touching the test tube, it will quite warm. So whenever the neutralization reaction occur, at the starting the color will be transparent, but whenever the acid is completely neutralized by the base, at that time it will convert into pink color. Now why this pink color appears? The reason behind that, the phenolphthalein or the indicator that we was adding at the previous in the acid, it is basically for the base. And just because we are pouring the base in the acid, so first of all the base is neutralized by the acid. And when the complete base is neutralized by the acid, after that the remaining or excess amount of base will be produced the color by the help of indicator. So what we are doing, we are taking the test tube. In this test tube we have to take one fourth of dilute hydrochloric acid. In this we have to pour 2 or 3 drops of phenolphthalein, and then we have to add base. And when we add the base, uh, at the starting it will not produce any type of color. Reason, the base is neutralizing the acid, and after some time it will start producing the color. The reason behind that, whatever the base is there, it is neutralized, and now the test tube contains overall a base. And just because it contains the base, the phenolphthalein, which is basically for the basic, it will start producing the color, and that is why the test tube became quite pink. Now what is the use of this neutralization in our day-to-day life? So first of all we will see it is used in ingestion. That means whenever we are feeling that our stomach has acidity, at that time we are using the neutralization reaction by a chemical mean. How? You know about that? We are using the ENO or different type of other supplements like sodium bicarbonate to get relief from the acidic or acidity. So in that case what is happen, the ENO, which is basically contains the milk of magnesia, and this milk of magnesia has a chemical formula magnesium hydroxide, MgOH whole twice. So this MgOH whole twice or milk of magnesia, it is the base, and whenever the HCl which is present inside the stomach, it will be neutralized by the milk of magnesia, then we will get relief from the acidity. So whenever we are getting the acidity, at that time we are using the ENO or Digene or Gasophase. So these type of substances contains the milk of magnesia, and from this milk of magnesia we are neutralizing the effect of HCl which is produced in our stomach, and after that we are getting the relief. So it is very useful in our day-to-day life. It is also used as in ant bite also. That means just because whenever your or ant is biting you, at that time it is releasing a formic acid in your body. That means the ant bite contains a acidic liquid, that is formic acid. And to neutralize the formic acid, we have to use a light base or weak base. So in the form of weak base, we are using the moist baking soda, which is the sodium hydrogen carbonate or sodium bicarbonate. We can also use the calamine lotion or any material that is containing the zinc carbonate. So this zinc carbonate, calamine lotion or moist sodium hydrogen carbonate, which is baking soda, so this can easily neutralize the effect of formic acid, and due to that we are getting the relief from ant bite. Now for the soil treatment. So whenever we are using the chemical fertilizer in excessive form, it will produce or it will make the soil quite acidic, and plants are not able to grow in acidic soil or any basic soil. That means whenever the soil is too much acidic or too much basic, in that case the plant will not grow. And just because they are not growing, we have to treat the soil by any neutralization reaction. Now how we are doing? So if the soil is too much acidic, in that case we have to add quicklime or slake lime. Quicklime is calcium oxide and slake lime is calcium hydroxide. So in this quicklime and calcium hydroxide or slake lime, which is calcium oxide whatever, so these type of lime can easily neutralize the effect of acidic soil. So whatever the acid is present in the soil, we can neutralize by using the calcium oxide or calcium hydroxide. Similarly, if the soil is basic, that means if soil contains high amount of basic content, in that case we are adding the organic matter or compost in the soil. So this compost will release the acidic, which can easily neutralize the basic effect of the soil. So if the soil is acidic, in that case we have to add quicklime or slake lime. Or if the soil is if the soil is basic, in that case we have to add organic matter or organic compost, which is producing the acidic effect. In both the case, the soil became neutralized and we are able to grow the plant properly. Now for treating the factory waste. So whatever the factories are producing the waste, this contains high amount of acidic content. And if we are directly transferring this type of waste in the water bodies, it can kill the fishes and other organisms. So to protect them, what we are doing, whatever the waste is produced by the factories, we have to neutralize by adding the suitable base substance in it. So if the factory is producing the waste that contains the acid, so we are not transferring or we are not pouring this type of waste in the water bodies directly. What we are doing, we are adding base in this waste, and whatever the acid is there, it will be neutralized by the base and it can now transfer into the water bodies. And now this neutralized factory waste will not produce so much of harmful effect on the organisms. So that is why treating of factory waste is also important, and that is why we can do it by the process of neutralization. So these are the different type of use of neutralization reaction in our day-to-day life. Thanks for watching. Thank you very much.